Good morning students, welcome to Chaitanya Bharathi Integrated Academy. I think you are very much worried about your class 10th board exams. Let's have a discussion on how to plan and prepare and how to perform and get a good percentage in a class 10th board exams. Let's start with that. So the session today for is how to prepare for a class 10th board exams. So while you're preparing for any competitive exam or any board exams, of course, we need to care of a lot of factors. Especially, you might be worried about your notes preparation. You might worried about how to start your revision and how to manage your time, and also you have to take care of your health and you have to build your confidence. Along with that, you need to make a lot of practice, day-to-day practice, topic wise, and you have to take a lot of tests. So there are a lot of components to balance while you're preparing for a competitive exam. If you look at, yes, in a couple of months you're going to face the board exams, but if you need to see, there are a lot of challenges. Right? It's not like about challenges, there are a lot of factors you have to see, like your notes preparation, and as well as along with that you might have a schooling classes also. In the school also you might have a taken test, along with that your coaching classes. So both lot of things like a schooling, coaching classes, and then you need to self preparation and all these things. Within 2-3 months you have to done, and you have to improve your performance in the sense. So what are the plan, what are the strategies you need to make? Let's start with that. I'll give you a simple success mantra for it. For overall, instead of keeping all these things in mind, just be relaxed and let's have a 10 minutes video of this discussion, so that you will get a simple successful mantra for it, how a topper can be planned or a topper can be achieved his performance. So our success mantra is very simple. We just keep it like a P cube. P cube. What is a P cube? Our simple success mantra is how to prepare properly. Within 2 months, let's say you have a December and January. Within 2 months, how to make your preparation quantifyingly very good preparation. And then along with the preparation, you need to practice well. How to practice? What kind of things you need to practice? Which books you need to practice? What kind of questions you need to practice? From which books and where you have to practice the questions? What topics are very important? And what are the resources what you have to practice? And after that, how to perform? What are the factors while your performance is matters? What factors you need to consider? And these things you should be very carefully planned. Our simple success mantra is PQ: practice, prepare, practice, and perform. Let's start discussion with the preparation. How are you going to prepare? What's your plan for your preparation? So when you considering the preparation, see, you have to see what is your academic plan or what is your academic strategy. What strategy you have to follow. So let me discuss what is your academic plan. During the any preparation, first, if you don't have a plan, then it's a waste of time. Say today, within 2 months, if you're not having a properly planned your 2 months, it simply wastes your time. So how to plan the 2 months? So you must have a plan, your academic plan, or you must have a strategy. Say for example, now you have maybe 6 subjects in your board exams, like English, history, or social studies, or science, or Hindi, or computer science, whatever. Approximately you might have 6 subjects. Then how to plan these 6 subjects? How to plan these 6 subjects for the 2 months duration. 2 months duration, how to plan these 6 subjects. So each individual student has its own potential. So along with your potential, keep in mind, along with the time availability you have. I mean that 8 to 2 you might have schooling. So after that maybe you might have a 3 to 5 or 5 to 8, 5 to 7 you might have a tuition. So you have a school, you might have a tuition. So along with that you can plan for your 8 to 10 is self preparation. So you divide your timetable based on your availability of time. It depends on the student to student. So you divide your time, whole time, from morning 8 to evening 10 o'clock. You divide your time based on availability of time, and you categorize your subjects. Maybe some subjects are easy to you, or maybe some subjects are difficult to you. So which subjects are easy, which subjects are difficult? You categorize your subjects and you categorize your complete time of 2 months, and then you make a proper academic plan every day. Every day, let's say today 2nd December, what subjects I need to prepare. Tomorrow what subjects I need to prepare, which books I have to read. So that kind of a academic plan and strategy is very important when you started a preparation. Forget about whatever the 7-8 months what you did, whether you did well in your schooling or not, whether you learned the subjects or not, it doesn't matter. If you properly planned your 2 months of this preparation with every subjects, so that 60 days, within 60 days, first 30 days make your preparation to read and clear your concepts in every subject, and next further 30 days you can make every chapter again for the revision. So first 30 days and next 30 days you keep it for the reading and revision, and in the reading time, let's say you have to see the syllabus also, what syllabus it is. It doesn't mean that you can read everything. You can read everything, you can read any book, it's not that. Because we have a less amount of time in our hand, so in these 30 days, what textbook I need to read, what syllabus I have to prepare. So you have to be very clear about it. Say for example, if I am taking social studies, what are the NCERT textbook syllabus properly we have? What are the topics we need to prepare? Or else if you're taking mathematics, as mathematics feels a bit difficult, what are the concepts from the textbook I need to prepare properly? And what is the weightage of the exam? Because in the class 10 board, when you look at every subject is not, every chapter is not going to have a equal weightage. Some chapters have a more weightage, some chapters have a less weightage. So you need to read very clearly, you need to understand the syllabus properly, and then you completely rely on the NCERT textbooks, because board exams will be completely rely on the NCERT textbooks. And then along with that, you need to make your strategy to read. And after strategy to read, while you're reading, whether it is, you need to understand the syllabus first thing, and after understanding the syllabus, you have to read the NCERT textbooks very carefully, and you have to see what is the weightage of the each chapter. And while you're reading each chapter itself, as I told you, 30 days for the reading, during this reading itself, 30 days reading, during this reading itself, while you're reading the NCERT textbooks, please make sure that you are making a short notes. Because at the end of the daytime, at the end of the exam, you can revise those things very carefully, and regularly if you're revising and revising, so automatically those information will be stored in your brain so that you can recall it easily in the time of examination. So making a short notes, you keep every subject, say for example you're doing maths, and all the list of formulas or maybe important model questions, list of formulas, important model questions, or any concepts you feel difficult, you can written in your short notes. That's how you can make your short note for every chapter. So chapter wise you make a short notes, whether it is a social studies or science or English or even mathematics, whatever the subject it is. So you make your proper academic plan day to day, and then you understand the syllabus and read the NCERT textbooks. While reading the NCERT textbooks, you make sure that you making a short notes, and after, if it is completed, the entire NCERT textbooks are completed, then if you have ample of time, then you look at a reference books, any previous year question papers or any model question papers, any reference books you take, so that it will give you more information about your particular subject, and it will give you more practice. So that is what some strategy you need to make for during your preparation. So during the preparation plan and strategy, as I mentioned you must almost give your 30 days time for the reading, and you can plan every day at least 6 to 7 hours with a proper breaks. Matlab, each subject you can make at least per day 3 subjects. Make sure that you reading at least 2 to 3 subjects per day. It doesn't mean that you have started a preparation so that you read every day 6 subjects. No, it won't give you a good result. What you can do is make your 6 subjects. In the 6 subjects every day 2 to 3 subjects you can make. 2 to 3 subjects per day you can plan, and along with the 2 to 3 subjects, give each subject 2 to 3 hours, and that also with the proper breaks. It doesn't mean that you sit and continuously you will read, it won't give you any good result. You just take a break, like a 1 hour study of one subject and give a 10 minutes break, and again 1 hour study of another subject and give a 10 minutes break. Like that you can do 1 hour study, 5 to 10 minutes break, 1 hour study and 5 to 10 minutes break. Like that you can plan your academic schedule of the day 6 to 7 hours with a proper breaks, and make sure that you are reading at least 2 to 3 subjects per day. It is not that one day one subject, or it is not that 6 subjects on one day. It should not be like that. Make it at least 2 to 3 subjects so that you won't get bored. Say for example, today I am reading the social studies, and after 2 hours I may get bored of reading again social studies. So you make it like a science, or maybe mathematics, or maybe English. Like that you give at least 2 to 3 subjects per day, and make sure that at least 3 to 4 chapters of each subject per week. So every week one subject, say for example you are taking social studies, make sure that at least 3 to 4 chapters I am reading per week, so that if it's a 1 month, in the sense 4 into 4 or 4 into 3, almost 12 to 16 chapters, so that that whole subject will be finished off. So like that you plan. proper plan, 6 to 7 hours per minimum a day, and 2 to 3 subjects per day, and each week 3 to 4 chapters per week. And make sure that, as whatever, maybe different schools have a different pre-board schedules. Maybe some schools might have a pre-board schedules in the time of January, or some schools might have a pre-board schedule in times of maybe end of the December itself. So make sure that the whole syllabus of all the subjects whatever you have, complete the syllabus before the pre-board exams, so that it will be, it will give you an assessment that when you are writing the pre-board exams, you are already 100% completed your syllabus. So you will get an assessment properly till what extent you prepared, your preparation is done. So that is the reason you make sure that before pre-boards itself, your syllabus is 100% covered. Along with your time availability, you check it and make sure that your syllabus is completed before pre-boards. And while in any exam in your school, if they're conducting, please make sure that exams are very serious, because you don't have a chance to again write an exam. Always the test, whatever the test you're taking, or the exams whatever in the school they are conducting, the test will be, if you're taking seriously, you will get an assessment. So whatever the subjects you are preparing, if they are keeping the test on the same subject, so you will get an assessment. Based on that assessment, you can take your feedback and you can assess yourself, okay, which topics are difficult for you, which topics you are doing good, and all these things you can analyze, and then again you can go through that particular concepts again, right? So along with that preparation strategies, some additional points we keep in mind is, see, while you're preparing, you keep your short notes ready from textbooks. So whatever the short notes you're preparing, you keep your short notes ready from the textbook, whatever, whether it is contains, the short notes may contains a list of formulas and definitions. So if you're preparing for the science subjects, say physics you're preparing, you write all the formulas, maybe what is the electricity chapter you're doing, list out the formulas in it. Or else you're doing the social studies, if you're having any definitions in the economy or any political science, you list out all the definitions in that. Or if you're doing the mathematics, list out all the important formulas in the mathematics. Like that, while you're keeping your making your short notes, make sure that the short notes is ready for you from the NCERT textbooks. And while you are preparing the short notes, you make a list of formulas and definitions, so that you can revise those again and again, and it will be very helpful during your exams presentation. And along with that, you make sure that must you prepare and practice the previous year questions, because if you are practicing the previous year questions, you will get an idea that what kind of questions they are asking for that particular chapter. Say if you are looking at the electricity chapter, or else if you are looking at any chapter in the mathematics, if you are practicing the previous year questions, exactly you will get to know what are the questions they are asking from that. So automatically, whether you are able to solve those questions or not. So if you practice the previous year papers, and if you are taking the exams regularly, you can take the feedback and redo the topic. Say if you are doing any topic in the physics, your performance is not good, you did only 30%. So you can revise it again. So like that you can do. So make sure that you are practicing the previous year question papers, and you can analyze, you can take the feedback from it whether you did well or not, and then based on that you can redo the topic, you can revise the topic, or you can read the topic, and you can make your concepts clear. So while we are practicing itself, so far we discussed about how to prepare, what to read and all. While you are practicing itself, see, make sure that every day whatever the chapter you are reading, topic wise you make a practice. Every day whatever the chapter you are reading, topic wise you make a practice. Let's say you read 2 hours, you prepared a chapter for 2 hours. On the 2 hours, at least make a practice of 10 to 15 questions, whatever, whether it might be a previous year questions, whether it is a new questions, whatever the questions. While you are preparing, after every chapter preparation, after every topic preparation, you make sure that you did a practice wise questions on that particular chapter. And then, as I told you, every week we are taking 3 to 4 chapters per week we are doing. If you are planning for the 3 to 4 chapters per week, so you take a regular test on those topics. Say for example, on social studies, I finished 4 chapters of that week. On that Sunday, or else you make a time availability, on that Sunday or sometime, for that chapter, whatever the week syllabus, you make a regular self-test. Pick a couple of questions from the previous year books and write the answers for it. Like that, if you do the regular self-test, so this is a topic-wise test, this is different. Every day you are practicing questions, writing questions on the particular topic. But regular self-test is what? Week-based. So completely you prepared 3-4 subjects, 3-4 chapters. So almost you have a 10 to 12 chapters. In these 12 to 10 to 12 chapters for that week, you take a test of it. So that gives you an idea of overall syllabus, how you done. Let's say 3-4 chapters of that particular subject, how you completed. Are you completed 100% or there any gaps? If there is any gaps, then you can redo that topics again. And as I mentioned you, previous year questions for every chapter or every subject is very important. While you're practicing here topic wise or while you're practicing here regular test, you make sure that it includes the previous year questions. And while you're doing a topic wise stage 1 and while making a regular test and along with the previous year questions, automatically if you're writing, your answer writing is going to be very perfect. Your answer writing will be, make sure no, very perfect, but make sure that the presentation of the answer, the presentation of answer is going to be what looks very good, so that it will be the whoever the examiner will appreciate your answer scripts. And after preparation and practice, what are the other factors you keep in mind while your performance has to be good? In the sense, see, you have to have a good commitment with yourself till the board exams, till the last. It doesn't mean that 2-3 days you are very serious and you are preparing, but after the 4th day, yes, okay, it's okay, we'll take a rest, relax mode. No, it's not. It should not be like that. You have to be seriously onto that line at least till the boards. Maybe it may be 2 months or 3 months, at least 2-3 months. If you are very serious and you are very committed about your preparation, yes, obviously your performance is going to be definitely increases. But usually what happens, sometimes when anybody is motivated or anybody is scolded us, we will get motivation and we will take 2-3 days very seriously. We will make a very good plan, chart and all, but at the end, after 4-5 days, yes, we will stop preparing. We don't stick to the timetable. But no, whatever the schedule you're preparing, whatever the plan you made for 2-3 months, please stick to that plan. Whatever, if any changes are required, yes, you can make the changes, but you should not leave that plan, you go for another plan and you go for another strategy. No, every individual student will have a different potentials. Along with that, you are making a plan. That is, then once you prepared a plan and strategy, you should commit with yourself. You should commit with yourself. Otherwise, it's very difficult for you. And then you be positive always. Don't blame anything else. Whether it is a school, whether it is a teachers, or whether it is whoever it is, whatever the time, even if whether you not done well in the past months, couple of months, it's okay. Doesn't matter. You just carefully be positive these 2-3 months and prepare well. You going to be definitely successfully perform the exams in the board. Right. So always be positive. That carries you a very good momentum of your preparation. And try to be healthy and do some physical activities, 10-15 minutes of everyday physical activities like walking or skipping or doing some meditation or yoga, whatever the physical activity, try to do that physical activity. And next, most importantly, try to avoid any distractions, because you make a schedule today. Let's say you have some party to attend. If it is not important, don't attend. So like that, whatever the distractions you might getting, that distractions try to avoid as much as 100% that distractions avoidable, so that if you avoiding the distractions, automatically you are giving you more time for your books only, you are giving more time to your preparation, so that give you automatically a good performance in the practice test and self test, that automatically leads to build up some confidence. And as much as you avoid the distractions, as well as try to reduce your screen time. Don't watch much series or don't watch much movies and all, and try to avoid the mobile phone. Avoid the mobile phone as much as you can. But these days, if you don't have a mobile in a hand, it's become like psychologically a kind of a thing. You can't survive. So try to avoid the mobile phone as much as you can, so that it will keep your time and it will be mentally also it will make your peace. And make sure that you are not using as much as social apps like Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, whatever the app, social apps. So those things will kill your time automatically. It will lead to unnecessary distractions. So already you have a books, you have a teachers, and you have a lot of resources. So you just go through them instead of using social sites and all. You just go through them and you just try to avoid as much as unnecessary discussions. You keep a healthy discussion with your friends and all, so that how to prepare or what subjects you're preparing, and subject wise discussion. But unnecessary discussions and unnecessary utilization of these mobile screens or laptops and the social apps will kill your time, and automatically this will hamper your performance and preparation. So if you keep these points at least in mind, definitely I hope your performance is going to be increased, and definitely you will do well in your exams. So this is all about for today. Still, if you have any questions, yeah, personally we will share you the link of a personal counselor, and I will share you my number also in the channel, and you can go through it. And if you have any doubts or anything, you can contact us. Thank you so much.